all of my infinite beings and friends. Welcome back to Infinite Wisdom. And today, we're going to be talking about reacting. Now, I don't mean like, yeah, we're doing some reenactments, I mean, more or less your response. Now, people in the world, we have a lot of trouble with dealing with other people in the world. And that's just coming from natural bases, from the way you were raised, from the environment that you're around, from how your mind is thinking. And with all of those different things, it can definitely affect how you react to any situation in your life, whether it's good or bad. And I know it can be very hard and frustrating, especially when you're someone who's grown up in a very less social environment, someone who's been in an abusive environment, people who were raised but they felt as if they were outsiders. It really affects the way that you think, the way that you respond outwardly to everyone around you. And like I said, it's difficult because of possibly how you were raised, or just the people that you're around, or the people you're hanging around. It's so possible and understanding that we need to understand that, yes, we all have free will. Yes, we all have the ability to react how we choose and how we feel about any situation at any time. But what I want you guys to remember is that you can react the way you want to. Just make sure the reaction benefits you. Ooh, I know that just went over somebody's head. And I'm serious. You can react the way you want to, but just make sure that it benefits you. Make sure that the way that you're reacting is going to get you to your next destination. Maybe you're reacting this way because you feel that, you can't control the situation anymore. So you feel that you need to stop the situation. React as long as it's going to benefit you. Right? Your boss is yelling at you at work, screaming at you. He's always yelling and screaming at you. He thinks you're nothing. He thinks you're less than anything, right? You can react the way you want, but react in a way that's going to benefit you. Do you cuss your boss back out, right? Do you sit there and say nothing and then hold it in later, right? Or do you take a stand? And because you know before this all happened that you know your boss is a dick. You know your boss has been doing these things intentionally because he doesn't like you or doesn't like who you are, right? Understanding these things, we have to make the decision, right? Were you already looking for jobs because you know he was a dick? Are you just going to sit there and take it for the rest of your life? Or are you going to stand up, get fired, and cuss out your boss, right? React the way you want, but only if it benefits you, right? I want you guys to remember that, because I know it's hard, but we have to look at each situation to depend on how we should react towards a situation. We have to look at it from a beneficial perspective. We have to look at whether this situation is going to advance us in life or not. We have to look at whether me talking to this person is going to benefit my life, or me being friends with this person is going to benefit my life. Like I said, guys, react how you want, but as long as it benefits you. Now, we all have to start learning how to do that. I know there's certain times or certain instances where you got to think a little quicker than most times. And that's our problem, right? Because we're always thinking too fast sometimes. Sometimes we got to give it a little break. Sometimes we got to think about it. Sometimes we do got to just run and gun. And sometimes that run and gun may be the best decision of your life. But sometimes it may also be the worst decision of your life. You have to know when to play the field. You have to know when to dial it back, or, when to run the play or when to throw the ball. Okay? And for a lot of us, it can be very confusing. So we have to take the time to look at the things that are around us. The things that get us in these certain reactions. The things that are making you react a certain way. Is that benefiting you? How are you on your day-to-day basis? Are you feeling good? Are you happy? Do you feel lost? Are you feeling down? Look at these situations around you and act accordingly. If you've had a hard time in the past where you've always kind of just done everything on a whim and just went out for it immediately without giving it a second thought, then maybe you're the type of person who needs to slow it down a little bit. And that's me personally. I was that type of person where I needed to slow down my thoughts and my ideas that are in my head in order to see what's here, in order to understand that I don't need to say that, or I don't need to act that way, or I don't need to be here at this job, or I don't need to be with this person, or I don't need to be around the people that I'm hanging around. And vice versa, guys. If you're a person who usually takes a little longer to make your decisions, maybe it's time to start just going with it, right? Maybe it's time to just be sporadic. Maybe it's time to just break things anew, right? Maybe it's time to start discovering something different. Let's change something, guys. But we're only changing and we're only reacting if it benefits you. Try it. Right? You don't got to stick with that way forever, but just try it. Test your waters, right? Be something different just for one day, for 1 hour, for 10 minutes. You don't even have to be that way forever. That's the good thing about change, is you can change whenever you want. That's the good thing about it. That's the positive part about it. But change for most people, it scares them. It makes them afraid. It makes them uncomfortable. They don't know what to do. Everyone's confused. How do I do this? Why do I gotta do that? It really messes with you on the bad part. But it's okay to accept change. And like I said, the good thing about change is that you're not stuck. You can change at any time, guys. You can be that better person. You can change your attitude. You can change your clothes. You can change your hairstyle. You can change even your goddamn nose. Okay? But make sure these changes are benefiting you for the better. Not benefiting you for the worse. Because there are some bad benefits. I'm not gonna lie. There are definitely bad benefits in the world. Wink, wink. I'm such a clown. But guys, come on, man. How I like to tell the people is, you want my light? You can't have it. Okay? And make sure you're telling them that too. Stand strong in what you're thinking about. Stand strong in what you're believing. If you feel like you need to react this way, react. If you don't feel like you don't need to react, then don't react. Let it go. But make the decision to benefit you. Make the change to benefit you. React to benefit you. Not no one else. Just for you. But guys, you know I can go on and on and on and on. Okay? But I'm going to leave that right there for you. Alright, guys. Peace, love, and happiness. And we out.